Welcome to Excel tutorial. Today, I'll teach you how I have created my inventory tracker template in Excel. So with the help of this inventory tracker template, it's a one place where you can track all your inventories and your sales, as well as it also comes with a complete dashboard. So first, I'll show you how the inventory tracker is going to look like. So here is how my inventory tracker is going to look like. So first, I have the inventory sheet where all the items are listed and what is the stock unit, everything is completely mentioned in this particular sheet over here. So next I have my sales sheet. So where I have all my sales and what is the status of the order was also given over here. For example, let's say the status like whether it's shipped, delivered or it's returned. So everything is completely is given over here. So we have the complete sales sheet over here. So next is I have the dashboard. So here is the complete dashboard for the inventory tracker where I have the total products, how much quantity have been sold, what is the quantity is in stock currently, and the month-wise sales. Everything we'll be able to see with the help of this particular dashboard over here. I'll teach you how you can create the inventory dashboard from scratch. Let's get started. I have opened a new Excel over here. So I'll go and then name the sheet to inventory. So the first sheet, what we're going to do is we are going to have our inventory. So all our products will be listed and what is going to be the stock which is left in hand, everything we'll just try to have this in the inventory sheet. So I'll completely select this and then I'll say merge center. So here I'll say inventory. I'll try to increase the size and then I'll just make this bold. So next I'll try to have the complete table, the inventory table over here. So first I'll have what is going to be my item. So that is whatever products we have, we can just try to list down. And then we'll have our SKU. So SKU is nothing but it's the stock keeping unit. So we'll have a unique code for each and every product site. So that code we can just try to have it over here. So then if you want to have any category, we can just have the category of the products over here. And then what type of product is this? We can have it. And then next I'll say on hand. So how many stocks are there? In hand, we'll just have it. So next is the minimum stock, how much we need to have it. So that we'll have it. Next is the status of my stock. So whether it's like low stock or it's in stock. So we'll be easily able to see the stock over here. So these are going to be the important, my complete table for the inventory. So I'll just try to adjust the width of these columns and I'll completely select this and then let me try to fill the color. So I've adjusted the columns over here. So next is I'll try to come and list down what all items I have in my particular company. Let's say I'm going to sell dry fruits and nuts. So I'll try to have all my categories, like all my products, whatever I have, I'll just try to list down over here. So I'll say cashew is going to be the first item which I'm going to sell. Like I will have the SKU as, so DF001. So this is going to be my SKU. So I can just have like DF-001 or just DF001. Like this, we can just have a unique code for each and every product we have. So this is going to be like, I'll have this as the category is going to be nuts. So for type, I can just say it's going to be a product over here. So and whatever stock I have in hand and what is going to be the minimum stock, we can have it. So let's say that in hand, I have like 500 is going to be the stock. And then the minimum stock is going to be 50. So this is going to be the minimum stock over here. So next I'll try to list down some more items like dried kiwis. So this is going to be the next product. So here I'll say DF003. So this is going to be the SKU. And then here I'll have this as dried. So this is going to be the category over here. And there's also going to be a product. And the stock I am going to have is 200 in hand. And the minimum stock is going to be 30. So like this, I'll just try to have some more products in my inventory. So next I'll have dried berries. So DF004. Then we can have this in dried category and it's going to be a product. So let's say we have 0 in hand, but the minimum stock is going to be 50, let's say. So there's going to be for kiwis and then let's say almonds is going to be the last. So I'll say DF002 and then it's going to be comes under nuts and a product. So here let's say we have 13 and the minimum is going to be 100. So like this, I've completely listed down all my products, whatever products I have in the particular company. So I've tried to list down all the products over here. So next is we'll have a status. So the status is going to be, there are going to be 3 different categories. So one is going to be in stock, then the next is going to be low stock, and the other one is going to be out of stock. So first we'll see how we can actually create this one. So first let me go and say, so here I'm going to use the if condition to check. So here I'll say is equal to if my, that is the on hand, whatever stock is there in hand, right? So this one, if this cell is going to be equal to 0, then what I'll do is I'll say out of stock. So since we don't have any product right left in hand, so I'll say out of stock. So this is going to be the first condition. So if this condition is going to be true, it'll say out of stock. Or else if the condition is going to be false, we'll have another if condition. So in that if condition, what we're going to check is whether this, that is whatever we have in hand. So if this product is going to be less than the minimum stock. Okay, so that means if the in-hand stock is going to be less than the minimum stock, so if this condition is going to be true, we'll say this as low stock. So low stock we can say, or else if the condition is going to be false, then we'll say it as in stock. So this is going to be the condition which I have written. So now I'll just press enter. So I'm getting here as in stock since we have 500 units. Now I'll just try to completely flash fill this formula. So here you can see it is out of stock. And here you can see low stock because the minimum stock is 100 and the in hand whatever we have is only 30. So that's why it's giving me as low stock over here and here out of stock. So wherever we have more units, there we'll get it as in stock like this. So this is a complete inventory sheet where we can completely try to track all our, list down all our products and then track the complete inventory over here. Next, I'll try to go and create another sheet that's going to be sales. So I'll name the sheet as sales. So I'll go to the top. I'll completely select this. I'll say merge center. So here I'll say sales. And I'll little bit increase size and then make this bold. So in this particular sheet, what we're going to do is we're going to have whatever invoices we're going to create. So whatever sales is going to happen. So all these details we'll just try to have in this particular sheet. So first what we'll have is we'll have the date and then what is going to be the ID. So for example, for invoice ID, we can just have a unique ID. Then what item they are purchasing and what is going to be the SKU. So the SKU of that particular item, we'll have it here. And then how much quantity are they purchasing. So this we'll have it over here. Next is the status. So what is the status? So whether the particular product is shipped or it's delivered. So, or it is returned. So in which phase the particular order is there. So that one we can just try to track with the help of this status. So this is going to be the complete table. So I'll completely select this. I'll increase size, make this bold, and also we'll have it. So here I can just try to increase the width of these columns. So quantity, and then last we'll have status. So here we can just try to come and say what is going to be the day, and then we can try to enter the sales. So I can say 5th Jan 2025. So we'll have a unique ID. So let's say the ID is going to be IN001. So this is going to be the ID, that's nothing but the invoice ID which we are going to have. Next is, so this is going to be the invoice ID, whatever we're going to have. So next is going to be the item. So we need to say which item they're going to purchase. So let's say that if the first user is going to purchase almonds. So I'll say almonds, and then we need to have the particular SKU of that particular item. So here to have the particular item, so whatever is going to be the SKU, so we can either use the lookup function and then we can just try to look up the value from the inventory sheet. So I'll say is equal to if error, and then I'll open the brackets. So here I'm going to have the VLOOKUP. So I'll say VLOOKUP. I'll open the bracket. So what is going to be the lookup value? So I need to select the almond. So that's going to be the lookup value, comma. I'll go to the inventory sheet and then completely select the items and SKU. Only till here I'll just select it. So I'll select this completely. So here this is going to be the complete table array. And then next I need to give what column is going to be the column. So first column we have the item, second column we have the SKU. So I'll say 2, then comma, I'll say false. So since we need the exact match, so that's why I'm giving it as false. I'll close the brackets and then I'll give comma. So I'll just give opening and closing quotation. If it is going to be an error, we'll have empty, like we'll have no values. So now you can see I'm getting the proper SKU, whatever is there for that particular item. I'm just able to fetch that easily over here. So in this one, you can see the table array is going to remain the same. So I can just try to do the absolute referencing for that. And now I can come down and then I can try to have more the sales. So next is we'll have the quantity. So I'll just try to do the quantity. So let's say it's going to be 50 quantity, and then next is going to be the status. So for the status, we can just have this as a drop down. So to create the drop down, I'll come over here and then I'll just try to list down all the values. So whatever is going to be the list of categories I'm going to have. So first I'll just try to come and list down the thing over here. So here the first category like is going to be to pack, and then the next is we'll have ready to ship. So next I'll have ship. So third one is going to be delivered. Next is if the order has been cancelled, I can say cancelled. Next, we can have a category like on hold, and then something if it is lost, we can say it is lost, and return to inventory. And then the last one is discarded. So these are going to be the different categories for the status. So now I'll try to select this. I'll go to data validation and then I'll say data validation. So here I'll just try to have a list. So the source is nothing but I'll just try to completely select all these values over here. So this is going to be the source, and then I'll give OK. So now you can see I'll get all these over here. So the status. So I can just try to completely flash fill this here. So for example, let's say the first one, the status is shipped. So like this, I can just try to have like go and enter all my sales. So next, I'll try to do for another like few sales over here. So next, let me say 10th of Feb 2025, and the invoice is going to be IN002. So the next is dried kiwis. So here also I can just try to flash fill this. Okay, so I can just try to flash fill this. So I'll automatically get the SKU. Now I'll have the units. So I'll have 100 units, which is again being shipped. Okay, so if you want, we can even say it is like, we can say like it is delivered. So delivered means like we have delivered the order to the particular customer. So that's what is delivered. So next I'll try to have like for 5th March 2025. So the invoice is going to be IN003, and then cashews. So here we have mentioned it as cashew. That's why here also we need to mention it as cashew. And the quantity, I'll say it is going to be 150. And here I'll say it is like ready to ship. So this is going to be a status. So like this, what you can do is you can just try to list down all your sales. So whatever sales you're trying to do, you can just try to list down all your sales in this particular sales sheet. Next is we'll try to have a dashboard. So I'll create a new sheet and then name that sheet as dashboard. At the top, I'll just completely select this and then I'll say this as dashboard. So the title is going to be dashboard. So I'll try to completely like format this, increase size, make this bold, and I'll center align this. So here first, let's try to have some of the key pointers on this dashboard. So let's say first, let's try to have the important key pointer. That's nothing but going to be how many products we have. So I'll merge center this one, and then this one also I'll merge center. So here I'll try to have total products. And then next here, I'll just give a space, and then here I'll just try to merge center. So here I'll say, so quantity in stock. So how many quantities, whatever we have. So the total sum of stock, we can have it. And the next is that we'll try to have another one key pointer. So I'll have how many quantities have been sold. So quantity sold, we'll have it. So that's nothing but in our sales, how much ever we have. So how much ever we have sold, we can just try to have it. So I'll completely select this and then I'll do the formatting. So I can just try to fill all these things with the color, and I'll change the text color over here. So here, if I want to have the products, the total number of products, so here I'll say is equal to, so COUNTIF, and then I can just open the brackets. So first I'll go and completely select the range. So the complete range, I can just completely select it over here. And then, so the condition is nothing but there should be like some value here, right? So inside the quotes, I can just give opening and closing, the greater than symbol and the lesser than symbol over here. So, and then I'll close the brackets. So, and I'll press enter. So here you can see I'm getting totally 4 products are there. So in the complete inventory, I have 4 products. So the correctly, I'm just able to get the value over here. So next is I need to see what is going to be the quantity in stock. So the quantity in stock, what I'll do is I'll say is equal to sum, and then I'll open the brackets. So here the range is going to be nothing but from our inventory. So I'll open the inventory, and then here there's going to be the in hand. So whatever we have on hand, that is going to be the quantity in stock. So I can just completely select this till here, and then I'll close the brackets. So when I press enter, see I'm getting this is going to be the total quantity what I have in stock. So next is going to be the quantity sold. So the quantity sold we'll have in a sales sheet. So here also I'll be using the sum formula. So is equal to sum, and then I'll try to go to the sales sheet, and then whatever quantities have been sold, I'll just try to completely select this table over here. So the quantities, and then I'll close the brackets. So here is my quantities. So this is the quantity in stock and then quantity sold. We'll be easily able to get this from the formulas over here. So next, we'll try to create some graphs on a dashboard. So first, I'll try to go to inventory. So here I have the items and what is going to be in hand, the stock, right? So I'll just completely I'll try to select this, and then I'll try to go to insert, and then let me try to create a column chart over here. So this is going to be the column chart for how much is in hand. So each and every stock, how much is in hand, I'll be easily able to see this. So I can just try to right click, and then I can say move chart to. So to the, now it's an inventory. I'll just try to move the chart to the dashboard. So this is my chart. So here I'll have my chart. So this is going to be the first chart where we will be able to see what is going to be the in stock. So how much we have each and every product, how much is in stock, we'll be able to see it. So if you want, I can even change the color of these things. So the fill color, I'll just try to go and change it. So this is the graph. So next is I'll try to have a small table over here. So maybe below. So what is going to be the status and how many count of products we have. So let's say that I'll just little bit like increase the width of this. So here I'll say what is going to be the status, and then here let me say like what is going to be the count of the status. So the status is nothing but like we have like shipped, and then we have delivered, and then we have ready to ship, and then to pack. So all these things we have, right? So these are some of the different status for our sales we have. So I'll just try to have the count of these values. So here I'm going to say is equal to, so count if, and then I'll open the bracket. So first I'll need to select the range. So I'll go to sales. So I'll completely select the range over here, and then I'll give comma. So the criteria is going to be shipped, right? So if it has shipped, so it'll count and give me the value. So I'm able to get the value as 1 over here. So similarly, I'll go for the next thing. So I'll say is equal to count if. I'll open the bracket. So I'll try to select the range. Then here it's going to be delivered. So I'll select this over here. So this is the delivered. So similarly, I can just try to do for the other thing. So count if, ready to ship. So I'll open the brackets, the range. So this is going to be the complete range, comma, I'll say ready to ship. Yeah. So here is the last is to pack. So here I'll say count if. I'll open the brackets. So I'll select the range, comma, and it's going to be to pack. So this is the different criteria. So here you can get 0. So these are the different criteria which we have. So now I have got the count of these values. So I can even try to go and create a graph like how much is to be, how much has been shipped. So how much is to be like delivered, ready to ship, all these things we can just have it. So I'll completely select this. I'll try to go to insert, and then let me try to have a like a 2D bar chart over here. So here we'll be able to see like one product is ready to ship, one is delivered, one is shipped, and to pack how much we'll have it. So here we can have the, so sales by status, we can have it, and I can also go and change the fill color. So this is the complete sales by status we have found out. Next is we'll try to find out what is the status, that is the stock status over here. So here in stock status we have 3. So one is out of stock, and the next one is low stock, and the other one is like we have low stock and in stock, right? So in stock we have, so these are three categories. So here also I'll use the countif. So I'll say countif, I'll open the bracket. So here we have the category in the inventory. So I'll completely select the inventory. So I'll give comma, and the first one is going to be out of stock. So this is going to be the criteria. So when I select, you can see one is in out of stock. So is equal to, so countif, I'll open the bracket. So here I'll go to inventory. So I'll completely select this, and then so here it's going to be low stock. So that's the criteria. And then here we'll have, so the last one is going to be countif. I'll open the brackets. So I'll completely select this, and then I'll give comma. So it's going to be in stock. So this is going to be the complete thing. So here for low stock, I think we have given a space at the before. That's why we didn't get it. So now I think we get one low stock. So now we also have like stock wise, how much we have, how many products we have in stock, low stock, and out of stock. We are able to see it over here. So I can completely select this, and I'll just try to go and create a donut chart for this. So this is going to be the chart. So here you can see we have how much is low stock, how much is out of stock, everything we'll be able to completely see it. So if I want to add the label, so I can just try to have the labels over here. So maybe like we can see how many is like percentage wise I can just have it like in stock 50% of stocks are in stock, and then like out of stock 25% of the stock is out of stock and low stock. Easily I'll be able to see it with the complete dashboard. So this is how we can actually create a simple inventory tracker on Excel. So if you wish to use the complete inventory tracker spreadsheet and then track your complete inventory, and if you want to download that particular template, I've given the link in the description. You can just try to go and download it from there. Also, I have created multiple templates for your small businesses like the CRM, bookkeeping, and income expense, profit and loss, and many trackers I have created. So if you wish to use these trackers, you can try to come to my website plrduck.com and then download it from there. So all these templates are available for both Google Sheet and it is available for Excel. And the great thing is that these templates comes with master resale rights and commercial rights. So you can try to edit these templates as per your wish and then share it with as many people you like. I hope you would have liked this video. Please do like and subscribe my channel for more such content. Thanks for watching this tutorial. I'll see you in another Excel or Google Sheet tutorial.